Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How is everybody doing? Vibely. I hope it's your girl. And to the ooh. How's everybody doing? Shout out to everybody for almost getting us to the 600 mark. You guys are amazing. We're almost at 600. I'm begging you as usual. Subscribe, like, share, retweet if I tweet on Twitter, repost your Insta stories if you happen to bump into it. And let's just if I'm rich, I'll be doing giveaway. All these mama do giveaway. If there's money, I'll do giveaway. Anyway, today's episode is going to be short. It's going to be sweet. I'm going to be talking about my very first employment. First of all, a lot of people don't know this, but I studied international law and diplomacy. I have no business being in radio. I should be in some UNICEF, UNESCO, but it is what it is. Anyway, when I was 17, actually, my 200 level in uni, if you went to Babcock, you know that we have almost 6 months of break. From between April to September, you are on summer holiday. So I was scrolling through Instagram, like, okay, what can I do? What are the job opportunities? I knew I wanted media, but hell, I didn't know, but I didn't know a bloody soul. So I was going on Instagram and I saw that Toke Makinwa, Tools, and Taje Prest were actually looking for interns. I sent Toke email, I sent Tools, I sent Baby, I sent a bunch of people emails. But finally, after like 2 weeks, Taje responded. I was like, woo! If you don't know Taje Prest, here's her handle down below, Miss Vivacious T. Yes, so Taja said come for an interview. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I lived in Lagos. I mean, she lived in Lagos. I lived in Ogun State, Abeokuta to be precise. So there I was like, wait, hold up. How am I going to do this? So I tell my mom and my dad. My dad wasn't really comfortable with it because he's like, look, you are studying law. Why are you going to media? Why are you being an intern for an OAP or whatever? But I was able to convince them and they let me come to Lagos. Children of the Most High. Keep in mind, all the time I used to come to Lagos, I used to be in Festac, Surulere. I did not know the island. So I don't know how it happened, but I think I was supposed to meet her for 4 o'clock. Yeah, I didn't tell her that I didn't live in Lagos. I said, let me not go and shoot myself in the foot. When I get to the meeting, I'll tell her. So I left Ogun around 12. Got to Lagos at 1 o'clock, 1:30, quite all right. Between 1 and 5, I was inside traffic that was wearing her tie, was the other Ashoke here, and bling shoe. I was so late for the interview. It was in Lekki. I had come down at Oshodi, trying to make my way to Lekki. Got lost like 3-4 times. I was like, God, what is this? But I really wanted the job, so I'm like, persevere. In my head, I'm like, okay, meeting will take 30 minutes. Worst case, 5 o'clock, I'm on my way back home. I got to Taja's house around past 5. She had already set the meeting for 4, so she was doing a bunch of other stuff. I don't think she came down till about 6. We now had a conversation. She asked me a couple of questions. How old am I? What do I want to do? Where do I live? I'm like, Hesma, I do live in the Ogun State, but I have an auntie who lives in Festac. She's like, okay, so you can stay in your auntie's house. I was like, holla. Anyway, long story short, I got the job, and I was basically an intern / PA. I was in charge of posting on her social media, taking photos, going with her to events. She also had a show then, The Wedding Guest, so we got to go to a lot of celebrity weddings and just cover it. I was bus boy. I was picking up clothes, returning clothes to designers, setting up meetings, getting her lunch, everything. And at the time, it seems like the biggest opportunity. I remember I got home at around 9. There was traffic leaving the island. I remember my dad and my mom were calling me. My phone was dying. Any small socket I see, I'll plug it in, I'll charge, power bank, everything. My dad was so upset. Eventually, they came to pick me at the car park at past 9. Keep in mind, I was 17 years old. I was going for an audition that they did not even want me to go for. Long story short, I got the job. Moved to my auntie's house in Festac. Now I was coming from Festac to Lekki Phase 1 every day. So from Festac, I was in Amuwo. I would go from Amuwo to Second Rainbow. Second Rainbow, I would get a bus to CMS. CMS, I would get a bus to Sandfield. Sandfield, I get like those smaller shuttles that would come from Sandfield all the way to Phase 1 gate. Then from Phase 1 gate, I would take Okada to get to the office. All of this I was doing. It was a non-paying internship, and to be honest, at the time, it didn't seem like it was impossible because I got to go to every single big event that there was. That's where I met everybody that I know today. So shout out, biggest shout out. I will forever be grateful to Tajay Press for putting me on. I remember we're at Noble's wedding. It was like one of the biggest weddings ever. I made a video that went viral from Noble's wedding when his wife was coming out in the was it a balloon or a ball? It was absolutely just good vibes. And through Tajay, I met Ebuka, I met Links, and Tajay was so cool in the sense that she wouldn't say, oh, because you're my intern or whatnot, if there's a party or there's rocks, don't come with me. She let me come with her. Eventually, I started staying with my best friend at the time, Ruby, in, was it VGC? Somewhere in Ikota. But long story short, here's a lesson. Every single person you know had humble beginnings. I was somebody's PA. I was helping them zip cloth and pick up clothes from Lekki to Yaba, back to Yaba to... I did all of that, and my big break came when we were at an event and I was talking to some guy. He was like, oh, what do I do? At that time, I had already started my YouTube channel, even though I wasn't really posting a lot of stuff. All the YouTube videos I had were the ones I had done in school. And I remember I met this guy. His name was Ugo. He's like, oh, I work for Pulse TV. We're actually looking for presenters. I'm like, well, hello, dear darling. I'm a presenter. I want to be a presenter. And I remember I showed him my YouTube page that had like 100 and something subscribers at the time. And he was like, oh, you have a thing for the camera. You like camera? I'm like, honey, I love the camera and the camera love me. Long story short, I started to work at Pulse. Now, what do I want everybody to take away from this? Every single person you know, the talkers, the tools, the Benis, the OCs, the everybody started small. So I see a lot of people coming into my DMs, oh yeah, I want to work in radio, I want to be in radio because I want to ball, I want to meet other celebrities. You have to start from somewhere. And personally, if your goal is to ball and meet other celebrities, I don't think radio is for you or TV is for you or the entertainment industry is for you, because it is a shitload of work. It is so much work, more than any of you would ever possibly know. And I feel like unless you love it, you shouldn't get into it, because until you grow properly, there's not gonna be a lot of money or some reward, except you're trying to be a hoe. But then if that's your, MO, then go for it. You get money real quick. But if you are really there for the true reasons, and if you have talent, it's gonna take patience, it's gonna take time, it's gonna take consistency, it's gonna take a shitload of hard work. But let me tell you, it is the most rewarding thing to know that, look, this is where I was and this is where I am right now. Look, I'm a bad bitch. But really and truly, guys, I think I'm gonna make this a series. So that was my very first job in the entertainment industry. I'm gonna tell you guys about my second job in the next video. So if you want to see that, click the subscribe button. Also click the notification button so that when I drop the video, you know all about it. Shout out to you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Hasta la vie. Give them.